You'll notice here that it says one building. That building has 6 rooms. Room rex, I don't know what that is, rectangles is 6, and then the number of objects we place is 13. This number might go up depending on how many buildings and all that you have. Now, as I mentioned before, because I changed the coordinates here, right, it's going to create a new file. So notice how I created the lots. When I created the lots, it said that it created a new TMX file. But right now, right, when I hover over it, it says stripesville _0_0.tmx. That's important because if I go here, this is my TBX folder, so I go up a level. So here's TBX. So this is TMX. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I thought it had created a new TMX file, 6,28. Let me hit save here. See how there's an asterisk? Nothing? Okay, great. Then I was wrong. I thought I was going to create a new one that was going to be stripesville 6,28. I am incorrect, so good for me. Great, we're safe. So that means that any changes or things that are affecting this project are going to still be in stripesville 00. That being said, this road that we have here, the single road that we created, which is from 20 to 25, is not going to line up with anything. And I believe that we need a road that goes from 66 to 71, which is, I think, in the middle of the water here. It looks like my 66 to 71, and then 74 to 79. So the good news is that it's not in the middle of the water, but it is effectively nowhere near this road that I made. So what do we do? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go in and change this before I put it into the game. So what I would do is I would go into GIMP, and then I'm going to go ahead and make that road that goes through, throw it back into the PNG, and then update the map. This is, again, the reasons why I would do all of these things before I start adding things with the tile editor is because if anytime that we go to GIMP and we use our bump to TMX, this is the wrong area. The bump of TMX, it's going to override everything. So Stripesville, but I want the XCF. Stripesville base map XCF. Here we are. If you notice that there's nothing on the side, I did figure out that the shortcut is just the tab key, and that's what opens all this up. All right, let me go ahead and move this over. Now, I do notice that this is 300 to 300. It's just very zoomed out, so it's not a problem. Okay. Here are my little 3 dots. Let's not look at the zombie spawn, and let's not look at the vegetation. And let's look at the base layer. I'm going to click on the roads here, and we're going to go ahead and actually, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to select this whole road, which is 6 wide, as we already know. Hit Control Copy, Control Paste, and I'm going to drag this over to the side. So this needs to start at 66. So this is 66. Great. To 71. There's a floating selection layer pasted there. If I click outside of it, it's actually just going to mix with the layer that's right below it. When I hit paste again, this is going to be now 66, 74. Again, it was just skipping 2. I can hover over here to double check. Ah, look, that's 73, but it's supposed to be 74. So that's 3 squares. Is that correct? Let me go ahead and go back. This is how I line things up, right? That's what I'm trying to show you. Where is Project Zomboid here? Let's go back over here. This is 1. This is 70. 72. 72. 73. 74. Okay, so then there's something wrong with what I'm looking at here. 71. It's because this is 71. So this is 72, this is 73, this is 74, this is 75. There it is. Great. 0 to 74, this is square 73, 73. Great. I think that I miswrote this, right? This is supposed to be 74, 73, 72. '71. No, this is wrong. Okay, it's down here that I'm looking at. So this all needs to just move over by 1. That's where I messed up. This is 71, so this road should be here. Okay, great. So I'm going to select all of this. Control cut, paste, and move over to 1. So this is now 66 to 71, 74 to 79. Okay, so these double roads now should match up. Looks like because I cut, this ended up getting removed. So let's go ahead and repaint that. Color, pick the correct color. Paint that in. Scroll up. Same thing happened here. Now this road is going to be up here. I'm just going to leave that road alone. This is just to connect to the vanilla map. So good for me. Cool. Now with that being done, I'm going to go ahead and Control Shift E to export. It's going to be the Stripeville PNG. I'm going to go ahead and override that because that's just what I want. Export. And then the next thing that I have to do is look at this vegetation map.